be the hotmail in your inbox, baby. Yahoo. Okay, issue number 1. Hey, wait. Easy, people. Patience. Just 1 second. Before we get started, I want to give you a bit of advice on some sayings that we probably all have heard and most likely have all assimilated into our own personal vocabulary. Saying A. Patience is a virtue. It's a virtue. That means we can all attain it, but few of us do. Meaning it's rare. I think we should update it to fit the times. Patience is a virgin. How many of those have you met? Virgin. You don't meet any of them anywhere. Suffice it to say, patience definitely isn't a slut. And I don't have a problem with sluts. I think they're great, but they're definitely not rare. Saying B. Don't make fun. Well, you know what? If you're doing some kind of task and it's miserable and you're hating it and you can make it fun, why not make it fun? Make it fun. I'm not saying drop what you're doing. Don't in any way take away from the efficiency of getting the task done. Get the task done at equal or greater efficiency and make it fun. And if it's too mentally taxing on you and your brain can't handle doing it and making it fun, that's what I'm for. I try to make everything fun. C. Hay is for horses. If you're in a situation that you need someone's attention urgently enough to say, hey, and they turn around and they go, hay is for horses, they're not concerned about you, and they're not concerned about how urgently the matter is that you currently have at hand. So just imagine that they said, hay is for horses, but I'm a jackass. Or your pat response should be, yeah, but you're a jackass. And this is what I need right now. Hay is for horses. It's entirely useless. Let's not use it anymore. It's archaic. Like, ain't a word. Why do you feel that you need to correct someone? What the hell is wrong with you? Remove the thorn from your eye, and that way you can see clearly enough to take the pebble out of my shoe. Remove the beam from your eye so that you can see clearly enough to take the pebble out of my hand, because when you can take the pebble from my pants, it is time for you to go. 23-year-old Eric Carrier of Hooksett, New York, faked a brain injury to lure women into his home to change his adult diaper. He took an ad out on Craigslist seeking home adult health care. So anyway, what was he thinking? This has got to be the worst way ever to pick up women. Is it like they're in the middle of changing his soiled diaper and he starts to get aroused and he's like, hey, you like it? You change mine, I'll change yours. Is that a doo-doo in my diaper, or am I just happy to see you? You know what? If he thought that this was going to be a way that he could pick up women, he probably really does have a brain injury. Issue number 2. A bunch of donkeys are going to be relocated from Hawaii to California. Aren't there enough jackasses in California? Speaking of donkeys, that brings us to issue number 3. Democrat John Edwards, sex tape, love child, big deal. Smoke and mirrors to distract us from the real issue, accepting too many campaign contributions in excess of what is legal. But what is more important, the fidelity issue or the political issue? I guess we'll just have to wait and see which one gets more attention. But it's my bet that John Edwards thinks that the fidelity issue is the safer issue. After all, Miss Edwards isn't going to leave him. There's too much money at stake. And I would also bet that, in her eyes, the money issue is more important than the fidelity issue. After all, it's not like they've only been together for 3 months. You know, the springtime of a relationship, when the flower stays open, pollen is just everywhere, and you can smell the love in every room. And sometimes you get awakened by a beautiful joy. Smells like love in here. In either case, I bet he's in the dog house, the canine casa, the pup tent, the hound hostel, the mutt motel, the cur condo, or the bitch barracks. Ooh yeah! That is, unless he's in the shit house, dookie dorm, poop pad, dung dungeon, crap cottage, doo-doo domicile, shat shanty, turd trailer, a dump dump, a fecal flat, twitching like a crack house rat. Issue number 4. 2 Delta Airlines aircraft collided with each other on the tarmac at the Chicago O'Hare International Airport. Screw fear of flying. Those pilots can't even drive. Tyler Thompson is a 15-year-old black kid who lives in Oakland, California. Black kid, Oakland, California. No surprise there. But he sings in perfect Mandarin Chinese for the Great Wall Youth Orchestra.
What?
Teacher Sherilyn Chu of the Purple Silk Music Program says Chinese kids and other people make fun of him for being black. Tyler Thompson says it's all in good fun. Bravo, Tyler Thompson. Sounds to me like one small step for the Chinese and one great leap for racial sensitivity. Or maybe breaking down the great wall of what's racial and what's just a joke was his destiny. And if you don't believe in destiny, how do you explain Destiny's Child? A 65-year-old man in Glendale, California attempted to give himself hernia surgery with a 6-inch butter knife. That's odd enough on its own. But what the news had to say about it was kind of odd, I thought, as well. Quote, hernias are normally removed at a hospital with some sort of procedure. Some sort of procedure. I'd like to imagine that I can hear the old man saying, well, if a black kid can sing perfect Mandarin Chinese, that good old Texas polygamist standing trial finally broke his silence. He said God would deliver sickness and death on those involved in his trial if it wasn't immediately stopped. Sounds to me like sickness has already been delivered. But, whatever.
Extra topic.
In Chandler, Arizona, 27-year-old Joshua Seto and his girlfriend were walking to a grocery store. She handed him a gun. He stuck it down the front of his pants and shot himself in the penis. That sucks. But what were they doing walking to the grocery store with a gun in the first place? I know it's Arizona, there's a lot of concealed weapons, all that crap, but I mean, going to a grocery store and stuffing a gun down the front of your pants on the way, she brought it, she handed it off to him, you know what I mean? It's like, here, I brought the gun, didn't know why, here, you take the gun. He shoves it down the front of his pants, he shoots himself in the penis. It's tragic. But, a safety tip, the police did recommend that people start keeping guns in holsters rather than shoving them down the front of their pants. Bravo!